Hey guys, Keys here, back with another Veracity video. Veracity honestly has been slowly grinding up. I mean, I think this is completely fine. You can maybe say we've been in this range that we started back when we broke out of this trend line, when we broke above this trend line. And if you want to take it from that day, which this range goes from around 0.0065 to 0.0089, it's been about 34 days, and I mean, to me, this is kind of sideways. I know, like, you can classify it as you want, but I'm just really gonna say this is kind of sideways. It's kind of a grind up, which is good, but we honestly haven't really done anything. But you know, if you do want to take a look, like from the bottom to the top of this range is about a 36% move, right? So it's decent, but I think right now, since everything in the markets are kind of going crazy, I think that's why Veracity kind of feels a little underwhelming right now. Because the 36% move is nothing, right? Like, you could pick almost any other coin, and a lot of them probably outperformed Veracity so far, like in the past month. But, I mean, don't worry, guys. Like, this is the thing about crypto, and something that if you don't really know, you should get familiar with is like the movement of capital throughout the cryptocurrency, and like how does it move, right? So money first flows into Bitcoin. That's going to be the first asset class that when the markets pump, it's going to first be Bitcoin that pumps. And then what happens is Bitcoin tends to go sideways. So for example, I'm going to take 2020 with Bitcoin, or 2021 for Bitcoin, a little bit of a better example since it actually already played out. It's kind of like in this area, right? So Bitcoin basically went from, like 4K all the way up into 65K, right? But once it reached around 44.8, actually like around where we are right now, see the green line, that's where we are right now. Basically, this range to me is basically sideways. This is kind of what I would consider sideways. It is kind of a big range. I mean, from bottom to top is around 46%. So, but the thing about crypto is like, that's really not that much if you're in a bull market, like 46%. So this is kind of sideways, but basically Bitcoin pumped first, then it started going sideways from February 8th all the way until May 19th. So a couple of months it went sideways, but what happened during these months? I mean, basically every coin like started skyrocketing, right? But Bitcoin was kind of Bitcoin wasn't really skyrocketing. You could see like, let's just take, came up here like February 8th. So let's see, for example, what Ethereum did February 8th. Where was ETH? ETH was right here, February 8th. So Ethereum was at around 1.6K, lower than where we are right now. And it actually ended up peaking May 12th. So right before, because remember, Bitcoin ended up crashing down May 19th. So look what happened. In the same time span that Bitcoin was going sideways here. Wait. Bitcoin was going sideways here, right? But Ethereum in that time frame was pumping. This is not sideways at all. I mean, this was a pretty big move from bottom to top here. 236%. Bitcoin only went up 45 or whatever. I think it was 46%, right? So then Ethereum started pumping. Then what happened after that? We can take a look at coins like Solana. What did Solana do? From February 8th. Where's February? I mean, look how low it was. I mean, this is crazy. Solana, February 8th, when Bitcoin already hit that inside that range for the first time, like basically went sideways for, Solana was at around $7. And then by the time Bitcoin left that in May 19th, look how much higher it went. Solana basically went up 800% when Bitcoin went sideways. So Bitcoin always leads the market. That's the biggest thing you have to know is Bitcoin first leads it. It's always going to go into Bitcoin first. Then what happens is after people make their money on Bitcoin, Ethereum is most likely the second place it's going to go. It's going to move into Ethereum. People are going to rotate their profits into Ethereum, and what happens? Ethereum is going to skyrocket itself. Then, after it goes into ETH, it's going to go into the top 25 coins. So like Solana, so top 25, basically. Or maybe even like top 50. But Coins like Solana, ADA, those coins are then gonna skyrocket after Ethereum. Ethereum, I mean, maybe it could be around the same time for some of them, but most of them will probably move after Ethereum moves. And then what happens after the top 25 moves, then it's the micro caps. And this is like, these are the plays that I kind of like a little bit more because it's way more volatile and you can make way more money. Like these are like the 10 to 30 X's, maybe even higher, like maybe like 30 to 50 X's. Right? Ethereum, for example, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, like, Bitcoin might 5x, for example. Ethereum might go like, a 10x. Top 25, maybe like a 15 to 20. And then like these are the ones that go like, maybe you can even catch like 100x moves in these coins. And why is that? It's because the market cap is so small. So Verasity is in this category. This is where Verasity lives in. So we've seen Bitcoin go up. Right now, what's Bitcoin doing? It's kind of just going sideways. I mean, we really only came up here like not too long ago. But yeah, this is definitely sideways moving. We're kind of just going up and down, right? We've seen coins like Solana starting to skyrocket. Bitcoin's, started going sideways on December 5th. So Solana on December 5th was down here at 59. So since Bitcoin peaked and started going sideways, Solana's up 33%. Ethereum, December 5th, like right here, we actually dumped on December 6th, so I'm going to take it from the low. 8%. I mean, not bad. And you can look at like things like Avalanche. I mean, Avalanche has just been absolutely crazy. 45%. So those are the top 25 coins. Like some of the, like all those coins I just mentioned are top 25. They're starting to move hard now. Verasity is not a big coin. If we take a look at coin market cap, just to like, if you guys like don't know the market cap of this and like where it ranks, it's currently sitting at 374. That's pretty low. If you think that, this is how you know it's a small coin. The market cap is, where is the market cap? Oh, it's right here, 85 million. It's not even $1 billion. Okay, so this is a really small coin, but that's where you get the huge gains from, is from the small coins like this. So in my opinion, Veracity is looking pretty good. Honestly, it hasn't really moved much, but I mean, this is kind of just like this isn't even that bad, really. I mean, look at like, if you just draw it with a line, like, is this really that bad? It just hasn't like popped off yet, and I think that's what's kind of making it underwhelming, is that it hasn't really popped off yet. But I think for me, for Veracity, I really think it's a time thing. As long as Bitcoin just goes sideways, and I think Bitcoin will at least go sideways, or maybe even continue to go up until January, until like this ETF news finally comes, which is a month from now. So I think honestly Veracity has a month. Anytime in this next month, I think it's going to probably make a pretty big move. And when it makes a big move, I mean like a really big move, like really, really quickly. So if we take a look at the weekly candles, I'm kind of waiting for like a God candle. Like, you got to think about like, a lot of altcoins are starting to put in the God candle. And like, when I say the God candle, I kind of mean like this candle right here, this huge green one. This one was 129% in 1 week. And, look at AVAX. 50%. It's had like 2 or 3 God candles. Solana has like, had just massive candles. I mean, none of them are like actually over 50%, but they're all like pretty juicy, right? They're all like 30% back to back, right? So I think it's really just a matter of time for Veracity. It's gonna, when it happens, it'll be pretty quick, and it's probably all gonna come really fast. But I think it's just a waiting thing, because the money is flowing, right? Like the top 25 coins right now are really popping off, and what happens after the top 25? It's the micro caps. So I think it's actually pretty soon that it's gonna happen, maybe even this week, as long as Bitcoin is like doesn't tank or anything, which I don't really think it will. So yeah, that's really all I have to say with Veracity. It's just that I think it's just a waiting thing right now. You just gotta wait it out a little bit. Like, what you don't want to do, in my opinion, is start chasing these coins. that have already pumped. Like, I'm honestly, like, how much higher can Solana really go? The thing is, like, I don't know. You know, Solana could go up to like $100. I have no idea. Um, but I mean, would you really like Solana's move? I don't know where it's gonna end, but I can almost guarantee you that this move here is probably majority of the move. Like even if we continue going up, I'm saying like at least like it's already like more than halfway done, probably more, but all these coins are probably starting to like they can still go up, but they're already so high up. And coins like Veracity, the small micro cap coins, most of those haven't actually put in anything too crazy yet. But I think they will. So it's just a waiting game now, in my opinion. It's just really annoying actually because I'm pretty sure like there's definitely people that are keeping this coin down. I don't know why. Maybe it's to accumulate more or whatever. But there's been a lot of selling pressure. I mean, let's take a look at the volume actually. Let's just take a look and see how it is. Yeah, I mean, look at it in history. I mean, we reached our peak at the first peak at 5 cents with less volume than we've had in the past like month. Like the volume back then was nothing and we were still able to get to 5 cents. And you can really see volume has picked up. Like people know about Veracity now. It's not like as like low key as it was in the first market. It's still like pretty low key, but it's not like just look at the volume. Like that pretty much tells you the story of how it's not really like it's definitely known a little bit more now. I'm not saying it's like really popular. I mean, it's ranked 374, so it's not very popular. But that's like those are the plays that I like personally because I mean, there's just way more reward if you are right. And if we go bull, like if we're actually about to go bull market bull, then I mean, we're probably gonna be right. Veracity is probably gonna more than double. Um, in my opinion, it's gonna go definitely past its all time high at 9 cents. So it's kind of just a waiting thing. You don't want to like be impatient, start chasing these coins that are already up massive. What you want to do is the opposite, right? Like you want to follow this flow chart. So if you missed Bitcoin, all right, then it was Ethereum. Well, you missed Ethereum. Now it's the top 25. Well, they kind of just pumped the past like few days. So where's next? It's microcoins. Like people know about this flow chart. This isn't anything like crazy. If you're into crypto, you probably know this flow chart, and if you don't know it, then now you know. This is how it works. It works like this all the time, and we're just gonna have to wait it out a little bit for Veracity. So I don't know when it's gonna happen. I do think we're gonna see like a huge God candle soon, or at least like a pretty juicy one, like 30-some%. Like I don't know if we're gonna get like another 129% God candle like we did here, but if we did, just for context, I mean, if we got it next week, 129% basically puts us at 2 cents, which is interesting because look, it's like right at the lows here. Like it would be like coming back up right under where we were finding support for a few months, which I still think we can do it. And I think that if we did do it, we would probably get rejected here, come back down, and this is where we would find support. So if we get some move up here, I don't really think it's just going to blast through it. I mean, it's definitely resistance because it was pretty good support. And then you can see here was resistance here as well. Definitely an area that people are interested in for Veracity. And we would probably get rejected, but once we break this, I think this is really going to act as good support. I mean, it's just been really strong resistance for kind of a while, and it was also the support in the bull market down here. So yeah, guys, not really much to say for Veracity. It's not really doing anything, but you just got to wait it out, in my opinion, and we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.